Hi YouTubers. Today I'm going to attempt not to say so much or repeat myself. Okay. First, I want to thank Kids Liz, Rose Elizabeth, Bejeweled Hedgehog, and 68 Shayla for winning did it again. Who cares? It's how I talk. Deal with it. For winning the samples giveaway that we did yesterday. They were my 4 commenters, okay, and they won. So for all my winners, for my Twitter winners as well as my YouTube winners, everything has been sorted and packed up, and we will be either mailing it tomorrow if we can get to the post office before it closes, if we can find a post office that's open anymore on Saturday, or we will mail it next week when my husband has a day off, and then we can mail it because he gets lucky like that. So those were the announcements. Oh yes, for those who are here in Virginia, I'm not sure about Europe, neck of the woods. Michael's is having a sale, so I thought I'd just put that out there in the ether. Okay, remember I told you guys that I was having trouble with Yolanda's pattern. Well, I watched it again this morning, and then I began to read some of the comments down in her row, and she finally, someone asked the same question. Well, what do I do now that I've done, step 5, which I think is actually step 4? And she told them which row you were supposed to repeat in order to make the hat, the length part of the hat. And guess what? It works. Here's the hat. So this hat total from the time I worked on it this morning while I was watching the video again until my husband picked me up for work and I get an hour for lunch. So we went to Michael's, and that's like 15-20 minutes in the car. I crocheted on it. So total time for me for this hat is probably about 40 minutes, if that. So, and I really like the pattern. It's very stretchy. Let me get baldy for you. I gotta buy her a wig. The other girl said my head is hurt. I'm not giving up this wig. So this is what it's like on her head. There's a little bit of give in it. See? This would be a nice chemo cap. Yeah. So this is how the hat turned out. I like it. So on a regular person, you wouldn't have, or if she had hair on. But it's very cute. So that's that hat. I just gotta weave in the ends, and I'll be done with that. And maybe make a flower for it, but it's such a pretty design on its own. I think a flower might detract from that. The other thing I wanted to share was some of my hand spun. Today I'm gonna do some of my hand spun, and then the next day I will share my spindle collection with you guys, and then maybe I'll show you my spinning wheels. But I can show you what's on one of my spindle, something that I've spun. If I can get to it. I have degenerative arthritis in my left knee. So sometimes I can't spin on my spinning wheel. The Kronsky, I can't hardly use it at all. And I saved up for that sucker, and it's such a beautiful wheel, but I didn't buy it to be a piece of furniture. So I'm going to be getting rid of it. But I got a Vespera electric wheel from Heavenly Hand Spinning. And it took me about, I guess, an hour to get the hang of the speed on the foot pedal and everything. I used to be an electronic technician in the Navy, and I'm pretty sure I could probably build me a variable speed control board for this sewing machine motor. I just have to not be lazy and sit there and work it out. But this is what I spun. I might not do that because this is actually helping me spin thicker fiber. and that's exciting to me because I always end up spinning lace or light fingering tight fiber. I mean, I have to work to spin sock yarn, a 3-ply sock yarn. I have to concentrate on what I'm doing. So this is some Romney X that I spun with the heavy hand spinning, and it needs to be plied now. So those are my test pieces, test spinning, because this is not a next to skin wool. I think this animal was probably either very old or the X is a very rough coated animal, the X part. Now, while I'm spinning on my Vesper, and I'm going to pick it up so you can see it. This is the Vesper. And what I'm spinning now is some purple superwash fiber that I got from the Sheep Shed Studio. And it's really soft. This is going to be very soft and squishy. But as you can see, even though I'm trying not to spin thin, it's going to be 3-ply. It's going to be a decent sock yarn. But I guess I got the hang of it, and so familiarity breeds lace. What can I say? So this is my hand spun basket. What I need to do is take the ones out that need to go to the knitting corner to be sold. I need to get those labeled in the yardages and get those out there. Then the basket will be emptier. But this is some of the stuff that's in there. I don't know if you can see all of it. But this is a 2-ply true lace right here. This is absolutely gorgeous. Makes me wish I did lace. Then I have a remnant skein. This is a remnant skein. It's very soft and squishy. Because what I did was I was watching the video Big and Lofty Yarns by Maggie Casey. And so I was trying to try and help me spin bigger, loftier yarns. I got the loft part. I'm still working on the big part. So, and then this was these are some mill ends from the alpaca farm. This is merino, and it's very soft. So this is just some of the stuff. This is a lace. This is just some of the stuff. And so yeah, that's it. That's my big old laundry basket full of hand spun yarns, and that I was making room for. I mean, I can if I pack this properly, I'll probably have room for one more layer across the top. And so when I apply those that you guys just saw, I'll apply those. Like this is a small skein. I could probably use that when I make those hats. This is a sock yarn. That's a sock yarn. So I have 2 of these little teeny skinny yarns. This Rambouillet. Let me see. See the color on it. I don't know for sure. Yeah, these are Rambouillet. These are Rambouillet from Mangham Manor Farms. Their Rambouillet is to die for. And seriously, if you have an opportunity to get some of their Rambouillet from a fiber mill or something, this isn't one of my hand spun, so this needs to get out of my basket. Okay, let me find that Norwegian long wool. So y'all can see. This is Norwegian long wool. And it is not next to skin soft. It has a halo. But it will make nice, like the outer coverings for some mittens or hat. Not the part that's going to be around your forehead and whatnot. But it was a very interesting spin because this is it was the guard hairs and the tail together. So this stuff will felt like nobody's freaking business. It's amazing how fast it will felt. This is Mills in alpaca merino. It is so soft. People, if only you could touch this and see how soft it is. It is a life-altering experience. and you will get to the Windswept Alpaca and Fiber Farm to buy you some of this stuff. I'm telling you, I love that place. That's why I go there so often. So, and then let me see. I thought I had something else interesting. Yeah, see this? Some blues. More of my attempting to spin big and off the yarns. I end up with a sport weight yarn. Hey, but it's getting bigger, yeah? So one day I'll be able to say, hey, here's some worsted weight yarn. That's not 8-ply. So that's my basket of goodies. I have some Pomeranian fur that I'm probably gonna spin. It's like Angora rabbit fur. It is so freaking soft. I'm gonna probably spin it on my spindle. Probably gonna spin this spindle. This spindle is from Grizzly Mountain Fiber Arts on Etsy and Ravelry. Sorry about that. My voice is going. But I had a real good time, guys, and thank you so much for participating. And I'm a little tired, so I'm not really like upbeat for this video. I think I'm gonna have to check my blood sugar because it might be or it might be a little high. It doesn't feel like it's high. I mean, you never know. I mean, that's why I have to stick myself every day. That's just another story unto itself. So I'm going to work on that flat pattern for you guys for that swirl, and hopefully, I'll be able to show you some updates on the next scarf I'm going to be doing. And what else? I offer my spinning services on my Etsy, for your pet fur and stuff like that. So you can go to my Etsy. It's Del Quan, just like my YouTube. If you have it is good for a memorial thing, get it spun up, and then you can take the yarn and you can get like a container, and you can glue the yarn, wrap the yarn around the outside of the container and glue it to it. Or you can have a friend, well, you're watching the video, you could crochet or knit that up into like a little paw print, like using pearl bumps or something. Just, some keep and get it put in a shadow box with a picture of your pet or his tags and stuff like that. So, if that's something that you would be interested in, then feel free to contact me on Etsy about that. As well as those people who were like, I want to learn how to spin, and you went out and bought a spindle, and you went out and bought all this fiber, and they're sitting tucked away in a closet somewhere felting, and you would like to get it spun up. Like I said, I offer my spinning services. So just go to Etsy and contact me that way. If you're like, okay, how much do you charge? Well, that depends on the fiber and the staple length. Once I see it, I'll be like, I can help you or I can't help you. I've had somebody send me a big matted mess one time. I mean, matted mess. I'm like, what are you going to do? Use this for stuffing for amigurumis or something? I know I didn't say that right, but I'm from the South, so whatever. However we say it is the way it should be said by Southern. Anyway. So, y'all have a good night.